If Pi Network doesn't fix this soon, it could lose everything it has built over the last 6 years. We're talking about something deeper than mining rates or exchange listings. We're talking about trust. And right now, it's hanging by a thin thread. But here's the good news. Pi already has the pieces to restore that trust and maybe even boost its price. The question is, will they use them? Let's break it down. First, let's start with the foundation Stellar. Pi's entire consensus model is inspired by the Stellar protocol. Energy efficient, trust based, mobile friendly. That's why you and I could mine Pi with just a tap. No GPUs, no rigs, no noise. But now it's time to evolve. If Pi wants to be taken seriously, it must go beyond just inspired by Stellar. It must fully decentralize with nodes run by the community, not just the core team. That's how you build belief. When people know the network isn't being controlled behind the curtain, then there's the core engine, infrastructure. This is where things are getting shaky. The KYC mess, the 2FA bugs, the disappearing balances. This isn't just a glitch, it's breaking trust. Pioneers who mined for years are seeing zero in their balances. People passing KYC are stuck in remigration limbo. Support tickets go unanswered for weeks, even months. If Pi wants to stop users from walking away, the infrastructure has to work and has to be transparent. Real-time migration statistics, public wallet synchronization dashboards, updates that actually say what's happening, not vague VR. Because when people know their coins are safe and the process is fair, they stay, they build, they believe. Now let's talk about Chainlink. This was one of the biggest steps Pi has taken, and most people missed it. By integrating Chainlink, Pi now has access to real-world price data, external oracles, and eventually cross-chain features. It's like Pi plugged itself into the rest of Web3. And believe me, that's very huge. Why? Because it shows Pi isn't isolated. It's not just another enclosed app with a promise. It's trying to connect to the real crypto world, DeFi, NFTs, smart contracts, all of it. And that gives developers and holders a reason to pay attention again. But decentralization isn't just about code, it's about control. That's where Pi App Studio comes in. This is Pi's no code platform where anyone, even you, can build and launch apps. It's not perfect yet, but it's powerful. Think of it like the App Store, except it's not run by Apple, it's run by you. Soon, pioneers will be able to stake their Pi to promote their apps. Users will vote, and the best apps will rise to the top, not because the core team chose them, but because the community chose them. That's decentralization, and that's the trust pioneers need to earn. And finally, let's talk about fun. Yes, I'm talking about gaming. It sounds small, right? But games are how you test a real economy. Microtransactions, leaderboards, Pi wagers, loyalty systems. This is not just fun, it's functional. This is people using Pi for real things every single day. And the more people use Pi, the more valuable it becomes. Games are sticky, they build habits, and if those games are powered by Pi, now we are talking about daily utility, not just potential. So, how does all this tie back to trust and price? This is very simple. Decentralization builds trust. Trust keeps people mining. More miners, more apps. More apps, more usage. More usage, real demand. Real demand, higher price. But if that chain breaks anywhere, it all falls apart. So here's the bottom line. Pi has the tools to fix this. Stellar gave it a model. Infrastructure gave it stability. Chainlink gave it credibility. App Studio gave it freedom. And gaming gave it life. Now it just needs to put the pieces together. So we're there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you still mining? Still building? Still believing? Or are you one foot out of the door? If you got value from this, tap the like button so that others can see it too. And subscribe if you're watching Pi closely, because this next chapter is going to be the most important one yet. Stay sharp, stay informed. My name is Tony, and this is Basic Knowledge. Until my next video, keep mining.